Today was another huge day for Zombies fans as we have received the brand new gameplay trailer for Toten. We streamed it live today on the channel. It was a really good time. We also received a storyline blog post, which was pretty interesting actually, as well as a quality of life update post, which is really shaping things up nicely for the launch of Toten coming next Thursday, July 15th. My name is Skeptics, and in today's video, we're going to be covering 10 things that you missed in today's Toten reveal event. There's a lot to go over, so if you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you don't miss another video. It really helps out the channel and it would mean a lot to me. Let's get into it. Coming in at our number 10 spot, this has to do with Mule Kick. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Mule Kick, we've known about this for a while, and Treyarch did reveal that Mule Kick was going to be in this new map over the 4th of July weekend. However, there's still actually a lot to talk about regarding this new iteration. Yes, the base ability is still the same where you get that third weapon slot, but now we have 5 more tiers to upgrade since we have this new MMORPG style perk tier system inside of our inventory or main menu. And no, the perk tiers haven't been revealed quite yet. I'm really hoping Treyarch has some cool tricks up their sleeves. It looks like they're pulling a lot of stops out on this one. If you couldn't tell by now, the footage on screen shows the perk is actually shooting zombies and killing them. There's guns sticking out of the side of it now, allowing the perk to actually interact with the environment, which we have never seen before in the history of zombies. Really cool addition. Really stoked to see how it works. Does it happen automatically? Do we have to pay extra money to activate this system somehow? Obviously, time will tell, but I have to give a big shout out to the devs here on this one. That's a really cool idea, and I'm excited to see how other perk machines are handled in the future. And at our number 9 spot, we actually have some quality of life changes. Treyarch decided to post a blog post talking about all of the new updates and changes that were going to happen to our current weapon systems and zombies health systems inside of the game with the launch of Toten. And cool thing that I kind of think went under the radar with a lot of zombies fans was we are getting the addition of dynamic wall buys inside of our round-based maps. Now, if you've played Outbreak, which is the open world zombies mode, you can notice if you go up through the tiers or the worlds or the rounds, whatever you want to call them, the further you progress, the higher the rarity of the wall weapons appear inside of your match. That system is now going to be coming over to the round-based zombie mode, and honestly, this is going to be a game changer. I did not expect this. This is going to make all of the round-based zombies maps actually worth it, and you're not going to have to sit there and hit the mystery box trying to get a legendary tier Gallo or something like that. Another change that Treyarch mentioned that I think is very important is that zombies' health is going to be reduced. A lot of weapons are going to be getting buffs, including melee weapons and snipers, field upgrades, and support streaks. And this includes Frost Blast and the Energy Mine. And I think these are very necessary changes because right now the player just doesn't feel overpowered enough. And I think that these quality of life changes are going to spruce up gameplay in such a way to keep all fan bases happy. Coming in at number 8, I wanted to talk about what may not be coming and what isn't coming, seemingly. First off, there was a ton of leaks since really before the game even launched about Kino and Verrucht being inside of a Berlin-style zombies map, and from what I have seen in the trailer, I don't see Kino or Verrucht at all. I'm not saying that they're not a hidden area or that we're going to unlock it somehow. That could happen, but from what I am seeing on screen right now, it just doesn't look that way. And to be honest, I think that's a good thing. We're tired of the remakes. Let's just move on with our story, get some new maps, get some new lifeblood into the zombies universe, and kind of let go of that past and let it lie where it should. There was another leak that a Mega Barrel wonder weapon was going to be coming into the game. This did not come into either Outbreak quest, and it does not seem to be showing up inside of this Berlin map. However, the Mega Barrel could be some of these wonder weapon variants that we did see inside of the trailer. A couple other things that I noticed that are not going to be showing up in this map are no new field upgrades, no new alternate ammo type, no new score streaks, and I was really hoping to see the hand cannon. I thought that would be such a fun iteration to have in zombies. There are no new grenades or lethal equipment, and it's all okay. I think the map looks sick. I just wanted to highlight that we're not getting any of those features as of now, or at least Treyarch hasn't said anything about them. Number 7 is going to have to do with traps and traveling around the map and a couple other things. The first thing I wanted to highlight regarding traps is that we have not seen a trap inside of Cold War Zombies at all. I can't even recall when the last trap is. Maybe a tagged or Toten, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. But we are finally getting a trap in this map. It is the Spotlight Trap. And if you can see on screen, there is actually a gun tower or a guard tower in the center of the street, and this gun tower or guard tower will shine a light down onto the ground, highlighting the zombies, and then it looks like there's, fake guards in there or an automatic gun that will just start raining fire and killing all of the enemies around you. Regarding transportation, it looks like we are getting the beloved zipline again, which has been a fan favorite all the way back in Call of the Dead and Tag der Toten. Ziplining is a nice addition because we have seen ziplining in multiplayer and Warzone and all of those modes, so getting it inside of an actual round-based zombies map I think is going to be pretty exciting. It just allows for more variety, especially with this new engine. The Cold War engine is so sound, feels so good with the gunplay. It's so tight and fast, and I really think having a nice zip line to travel around from roof to roof will make things feel fluid and fun. We're also getting a new, I don't want to call this a trap, but a viable defense system like we had with the Civil Protector back in Shadows of Evil. And this guy, his name is Klaus, and he is an AI robot, and he just wants to kick some ass. And how can you be mad at that? We're also getting an interesting mechanic with these trains that are down in the subway, and I have to say, I do not think that these are a trap. I think it's actually just a live subway system that's just going to go on and on whenever, I don't know, whenever the hell it feels like it. Maybe we turn power on and the subway just turns on, or maybe it has a timer. Not really sure, but it looks really awesome. The subways are on fire. You can get trapped in between them with the horde chasing you and fend for your life. It just looks like a good time. Coming in at our number 6 spot, this is going to have to do with the play spaces inside of Mauer der Toten, and I think we actually have a lot more playable area than we even saw inside of the trailer. Now, I personally am hoping for a secret lair or some bunker or some magical space that's going to open up from doing the quest. I know I have high hopes, but Treyarch has done it before with Zetsubo no Shima and a few other maps. You would complete the Skull of Non-Stopway ritual, and you would get to go down into that tunnel area, and there would be a bunch of keepers that would attack you, and you could get this magical wonder weapon. It was so sick. Then when you would get to the boss fight in that map, there was a whole elevator shaft that would take you down to a new playable area and a boss fight that you could actually utilize that space later to train and to camp for zombies. It was just so much fun. It made the map so much more dynamic and fluid and larger, and it was just, there was so much to explore. It was so beautiful, and I hope that that comes back. That being said, it looks like we get to explore the city streets, the subway area, inside and on top of buildings like the rooftops, just like Shaolin Shuffle did back in the day. Verticality is not something we see, especially in zombies. Not really since Die Rise. I guess you can include Shaolin Shuffle and Shadows of Evil perhaps, but this map seems like it's going to have a lot more verticality than we're used to. And in my opinion, it's a good thing to experiment as long as the play space is wide and vast and has other areas to explore other than just the verticality being the main focus. Number 5 has to do with Pack-a-Punch, and if you noticed inside of the trailer and the teaser images that we were given a while ago, there were these purple floating zombies in a circle surrounding a certain area in the street. Well, it turns out that these purple floaty guys are actually guarding the Pack-a-Punch. This is my theory. It looks like this is going to be substantiated from the gameplay, and it looks like we're going to have to complete a quest that will allow these zombies to be charged with Dark Ether energy for us to unlock the Pack-a-Punch. What I actually think is happening is that we initiate a lockdown sequence or a rush defense mode where that boss zombie comes in and throws a bunch of zombies and whatever he can at us. We have to hold out because it looks like when this is initiated, the Pack-a-Punch gets further locked down, thus preventing us even getting anywhere near it until we clear the area. One last bit of information about the Pack-a-Punch machine. It does not look like we saw the new PAP camo inside of this trailer. In Firebase Z, they distinctively showed us that we were going to have the same camo system, and I think they did that to not let us get upset when we explored Firebase Z and saw that we were going to have the same regurgitated camo. Now, I'm not entirely upset about this because there are 3 levels to the camo, and it's actually really pretty, and there's so many camos in the game. I don't know if it matters at this point, but there is a chance that we actually might be seeing a new PAP camo inside of Mauer der Toten. So let's keep our hopes up for this one, boys, because I would love to see that. A beautiful red, glowing, amber colored gun, just, with all that Dark Aether colors and the purples and they're so beautiful. I really hope that they go hard with that on this camo. It's a little boring, I'm sorry, but I had to throw it in there, and it looks like we have dynamic weather. All the way back in Origins, we finally saw a map that had weather that changed by the round, and it looks like this may happen again. Will there be any consequences with the weather for the Easter egg or round-based systems? I don't know. We can't answer that. It's too early to tell. But if you do look inside of the gameplay footage in this trailer, it rains, it stops raining, there's a red sky. I'm not sure what any of it means. I have my theories, but what we do know for sure is that there is going to be changing weather systems. For number 3, I wanted to talk about the storyline of Mauer der Toten. It's clearly surrounding Kravchenko's plan. At the end of Operation Excision, the Outbreak quest number 2, we get captured. Kravchenko is now going to make us perform this Easter egg quest in order to secure our freedom. He keeps talking about going after some lady. He mentions her a bunch of times. My theory is that this is going to either either be a corrupted Samantha Maxis or a corrupted Valentina, based off of the fact that Samantha Maxis was trapped in the Dark Ether and she is the main protagonist. Thus, it would make sense for her to become evil and have it be some plot twist. However, there was intel suggesting that Valentina is also corrupt and she is betraying Omega and being deceitful towards Requiem. So we don't really know exactly what's happening narratively. They didn't really give us a lot to go off of, but they did show some promising images inside of the trailer. And the way that they outlined this shadowy, mysterious figure, I think, is to kind of mislead the community into thinking that it's Edward Richtofen. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense that it would be Edward Richtofen, especially since the shadowy figure looks like Ultimus Richtofen, which that character is long gone. Now, we do know that Eddie escaped from the Dark Ether along with Samantha, so it could be him, I guess, theoretically, but the way they are going with this story and with the intel that we have, it just makes more sense that it would be Valentina or Samantha Maxis or some pivotal character in this story. Coming in at number 2, we're going to be discussing enemy types in Marauder Toten. The first guy that catches your eye is obviously the big boss man that's floating in the sky. There was way too many rhymes. I should probably be canceled for all of that. But he's floating in the sky. He has a cape. He kind of looks like Stitch, but zombified. And he is casting spells on all these zombies. He is essentially what is holding the ring of purple undead around the Pack-a-Punch machine. And when you activate that quest or whatever the hell it is, all of the zombies are summoned and we have to destroy them in order to open the Pack-a-Punch that he has locked with the Dark Ether crystals. Very interesting character. I'm so hyped to see what he brings to the table. And if you look closely on screen, you can see that there is a red mist surrounding some of the zombies, and it leads me to believe that this is something similar to the Zetsubo no Shima Easter egg where you had to build the wonder weapon by finding the green glowing zombie. It could be something like that, or perhaps it's nothing at all and it's just a buffed out zombie with 100 bajillion health. Who the hell knows? I do personally feel that this is going to be the final boss fight zombie. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I really am hoping that this guy gives us some good mechanics to work on. We need an epic boss battle with epic boss mechanics, something that's going to make you want to grind this map and play it over and over and over, and this character looks like just the boss to do it. As far as other enemy types go, we see that the Panzer is making a return. It's hard to tell if it's the same version as the Outbreak Panzer. I'm assuming that it is because it's blast fire all over the place and it looks like it has the rocket cannon on his left arm, but I can't really tell in this footage. What we can tell for sure is it looks like there are no dogs on this map, no dog round at all. The sky seems to turn red and allude to the fact that there are a different round-based enemy, which is these elemental Dark Ether crystal zombies, the red Dark Ether crystal zombies, and I gotta say, these guys look awesome. I know that they're going to be part of the Easter egg in some way, shape, or form, and I can't wait to see how they interact with the map and how we get to interact with them as players with all the new wonder weapons. I mean, they just are such a cool model. We also see our regular zombies and our armored zombies and Panzer and the big guys, so we're gonna have a lot of enemy variety on this map, and I think it's going to be just the right balance. I don't know, I just have such a good feeling about this map. I know I'm overhyping it. I'm selling it way too much. Help me. What am I doing? And finally, at our number 1 position is the wonder weapons. Now, I know it's obvious. You've seen the wonder weapons on screen and all over Twitter, but we only saw 2 out of 4 variants of the wonder weapon. We have the traditional hand cannon, we have the revolver blaster thing, and then we're going to have a shotgun version and an assault rifle version. That's giving us 4 different wonder weapons with 4 different abilities and 4 different weapon categories. That is really special. Maybe this weapon is the original leaked mega barrel that we've been hearing about for so long, and they were just testing it inside of Outbreak with the XM4, and we're finally getting the polished, finished versions of it. I don't know what the case is. In fact, nobody does, but I gotta say, this wonder weapon has me excited, even if it's just another ray gun, quote unquote. Now, as far as the other weapon goes, the LT-53, which is a tactical grenade that we're going to be building inside of this map, I don't know if we really saw it or not. Apparently, its ability is allowing zombies to be teleported to the Dark Ether, or we get to be teleported all around the map into random space. It does look like we see some sort of tactical grenade or a ball inside of the original hand cannon wonder weapon. I'm going to show that footage on screen, and all of a sudden it just flies out of the gun and it starts going in a circle, like protecting the player or shooting a laser. I cannot tell what this is, and it's confusing the hell out of me. Maybe you have some ideas and you can put it in the comments down below. I can't tell if it's the LT-53 or if it's something else, but it's got me curious, I'll tell you that much. I don't know how Treyarch has done it again, but they have somehow created even more original wonder weapons inside of the parameters of of this zombies universe. I know I give them a lot of crap for unoriginality and regurgitated content, but I gotta give credit where credit's due. This just looks like a good experience. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's top 10. Is there anything that I missed that you think I should have covered? And more importantly, are you looking forward to Mauer Toten? I definitely am, as I think this will go down as one of the greats, maybe even in the top 10 best maps of all time. Of course, only time will tell. There are so many factors that go into a zombies map other than an amazing trailer, which Treyarch certainly knows how to make those. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's try to grow this channel, guys. All right, have a good one. Peace.